The Hall of Fame boxes are here once again. They still guarantee you one GOAT player, but you want to know what's crazy? We are currently in August, and these boxes still cost 450,000 VC. We can do 3 of these boxes, and we're gonna do all of them. To put that into perspective, look at how much VC actually costs, meaning whatever I pull out of this pack opening right here will pretty much be irrelevant in under a month, because 2K26 comes out so soon. But you know what? I still want to make sure that I can bring this Hall of Fame box opening to you guys, because I still am super excited to see what we get out of this GOAT player pack. As I want to see if we can pull players such as Kristaps Porzingis. Obviously, this LeBron James would be super nice. Even Magic Johnson would be a beast. Then obviously Jokic would be beautiful. Yao Ming would be insane. And then the card I want the most is for sure Victor Wembanyama. So anyway, that's why we've got so much VC, because yes, we're going to be opening up every single one of these. Now, there is another reason I'm doing it though. It's because if we look at the Week 6 festival, obviously there are a bunch of these crazy GOAT cards right here. Like obviously I'm not going to get Mac McClung, Gilbert Arenas, Mike Manton, Pat Burke is actually a pretty good one. Same as Bob Manetta-Licky, Terry Dishinger, and Hito are nice, but I'm only looking at this man right here. Being, yes, this Manute Bol. He costs 60 GOAT event cards. So fortunately, these Hall of Fame boxes definitely hit us with a few, which will allow us to just get closer and closer to getting Manute. And could you actually imagine if we added Manute Bol to this team? Bro, he would actually be insane. So anyway, that's why right now we are going to come over and do our 5 rhythmic, whoa, I can't even speak, but our 5 rhythmic singles as we talk about these packs, because look, I do look at these packs and I do see they are somewhat exciting. Like, you know, the fact that we are able to get a guaranteed GOAT player, but it has never been this late into 2K in history, to be honest, at the end where I'm spending this much money on just a box or a pack, that it is certainly crazy that I'm literally spending 1.35 million VC. Okay, a 100 overall. We will for sure take that. We will for sure take that. We want to see Dyson Daniels, but it is for sure crazy. I'm spending 1.35 million VC this late into the game just for 3 GOAT cards. Literally, that's all I'm going to get is 3 GOAT cards. Please be Dyson. I don't think it is. It's going to be one of the players being Juwan Howard that we saw so often yesterday. I'll still take a 100 overall though. But yes, the reason I'm doing it, and literally the only reason I'm doing it, is to create content. I want to show you guys what I'm able to get out of these Hall of Fame boxes, but more importantly, I want to do a massive live stream to open up packs until we do get that Manute Bol. And now it's time for our final rhythmic pack. Let's get into this one right here and see what we get, because getting a 100 overall out of the 5 that we did is actually not bad at all. Not another 100 overall. A GOAT event card? No. We get a Tiger Ball. I got the Eye of the Tiger because it's now time for this box. So you know what? We're just actually going to get straight into it. 450,000 VC is so expensive at this point of the year, but at least we do get a guaranteed GOAT. So 450k, let's spend it and let's get this guaranteed GOAT. I want it to be a good player, but most importantly, I want to see the animation straight away. So 3, 2, 1, bam, there we go with the GOAT animation. It seriously is something I'm so glad to see, but it is still crazy I have to spend 450,000 VC to be able to see it at this point of the year. I do also think that only next week we're going to see guaranteed GOAT packs, so do not open up these Hall of Fame boxes, especially for that reason. But speaking of that reason, you may be wondering why I haven't posted the video where I said I'd spend $500 split between 5 of your guys' accounts. It's because I'm actually going to wait until next week, where hopefully they do release guaranteed GOAT packs, and then I can get you guys a full GOAT lineup. So if you do want to enter that giveaway for me to be able to upgrade your account, I'm going to be picking winners from my previous Hall of Fame box openings, but we're also going to pick one from this video. So to enter, first of all, be sure to hit that like button, make sure you subscribe with post notifications on, and then let me know in the comments what you're most excited for about 2K26. It can be such a simple answer. For example, mine probably is just for a fresh start of MyTeam. That's literally it. Or maybe King of the Court. But let me know down below, and then you could be in that crazy video where I upgrade your account. Anyway, now it's time to actually look at this GOAT animation, because there are actually quite a few cards that I do want to see, but there's a lot I don't want to see. So you know what? Let's just get straight into it. Let's see what this player is going to be, and let's hope for a good one. Let's flip it. I'm hoping for Victor Wembanyama, Nikola Jokic, also Victor, also what? Yao Ming. They're all Western Conference. So let's see West. It is West. Okay. 99 interior deep. Yo, is this Wemby? Is this Wemby? There's no way. Victor, Victor, Victor. They got me. Bro, I fully forgot about David Robinson. Oh my word. Oh my word. My heart literally was just racing. This card actually isn't too bad, but that's the exact animation we needed to see for Wemby. And it ended up not being him. Oh, bro, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. I guess we'll take it because I didn't have this card, but that is a tough goat pull to get, especially because Victor Wembanyama is the exact player that I wanted to see. So being able to get David Robinson in that sort of position is a bit tough, but at least we do get our legend badges right now. I actually don't know what I'm going to do with all my legend badges because I do mention this pretty much every single time that I have multiples of so many, every single legend badge in the game. Like literally there's some legend badges I've got 20 of that I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Like, do I put them on a random dark matter? Do I pick up 100 overalls and just fully badge them out? I still don't know. I've also got the same thing for Hall of Fame badges that I'm not sure what to do with them either because there's no point in really keeping them on my account right now. I did end up badging out that invincible Zach LaVine that I pulled in yesterday's pack opening in the topper, and he sold for like 480,000 MT, something like that. So I guess I could just badge out invincibles with legend badges, but I really don't know. I just got straight into this 100 plus invincible. It is an invincible. Okay, that's good to see at least. I actually thought we had one more badge pack there to be able to do, but we do get our invincible. This one is a 100 overall. We already know that this one to the right is pretty much always a 100 overall. Actually, it is always a 100 overall. Every single time it's the lowest tier of card that you can actually get out of the pack. But who's this going to be? Is this like Tracy McGrady? Ben Simmons? Yeah, no, it's going to be Bobby Jones. I fully forgot that he had a 100 overall, but I guess we'll take it. In good news though, we do actually have this right here being an invincible player. There are still some amazing invincibles like Yao Ming, Chet Holmgren, and Zach Edey. Once again, they're all from the Western Conference. So we do want to see a Western Conference player here, and please don't troll me 2K like you did before. So let's flip this one and let's see what our invincible is going to be. This is actually better than what we were guaranteed from the box, so we'll for sure take it. It's Eastern Conference straight away. Don't be Ray Allen. No, I don't think it can be Ray Allen. I think, who even is this? I've got no idea. That's going to be John Havlicek. Bro, that sucks. That is actually such a bad card. I think it's top 3 worst invincibles in the game. So yeah, we do not want him, but I guess it's okay getting an invincible from a pack where you're not even guaranteed one. Anyway, now we just have to move on to the next pack where it's a double 99 overall pack. I'm so surprised that they haven't updated this to something better. Like, who really cares about 99 overalls or dark matter? I think there's only potentially maybe 1 or 2 dark matters that still run in the game, being potentially Michael Beasley if you really want to stretch it, maybe Dikembe Mutombo, maybe like Mark Eaton, but really they all have better cards, so it's not really worth it. This one's going to be Nick Batum. Actually, Dikembe doesn't have a better card, which I don't understand. I feel like he should have got a GOAT at least. So that's fine being able to get those two. But now to finish off the box, this is potentially the thing I'm second most excited for. After getting the GOAT card, I want to see these GOAT event cards. So we're able to get 5 right here, which is actually massive, going towards getting us Manute Bol. It's also a beautiful sight seeing all of these cards as well. And then you got to remember, we do get this option pack as well, where we're able to pick between obviously getting our Greg Popovich, who we picked so early on in the year, of the season I meant, so we can just go straight away with these event cards to be able to get us 7 from this box. And not to mention as well, we do get this Rhythmic option pack, where this allows us to select one of 3 of these cards that when we put it all together, we get a GOAT equal chance pack. So you know what? I'm going to go the Rhythmic one. I'm feeling in rhythm, so let's select this and let's confirm it. We do have 2 dupes, one being John Havlicek, so let's add him to the exchange. Make sure to do that. And in good news, we've also got this dupe right here, so we can add that to this one right here and get us another legend badge option pack. You can see here, look at how many duplicates of badges I have. Like, I've got 20 Deadeyes, so I actually have no idea what to do with them. Like, do I add it to who? I guess I can just add it to this LeBron James. I may as well. And then what do I do with these Hall of Fame badges? I just feel like I should just quick sell them. Like, I don't think there's anything else I can really do. And that's now our first box done. How would I rank it? It was okay. I just cannot believe we got this David Robinson, because that was literally the exact animation we wanted to see for it to be this Victor Wembanyama. To put it into perspective, this David Robinson goes for about 1 million MT, and then there's only one Wemby up, but he goes for about 6 million MT. So yes, that's why it's very tough. Anyway, if we do come over to Season 8 right now and look at Rhythmic, this is what I'm talking about with this option pack that's at the end of the box. Once you get all 3 of these pieces, you can lock in for the GOAT Equal Chance pack. I still can't believe they haven't updated this to a GOAT option pack, but we are going to open this up in my next video, and surely it has to be better than our last one, because I genuinely can't believe out about it. Our last GOAT Equal Chance pack, we actually got this Steph Curry, so it seriously has to be better. Anyway, let's come over and do our 5 singles once again. While we are opening these up, I just want to say a big thank you, because this potentially could be, I hope it actually is, the last time we ever open up Hall of Fame boxes on 2K25. And the reason I want to say a big thank you is because your guys' support on these videos especially has been insane the entire year. Like, I thought me doing this was going to be, obviously it is extremely expensive, but I never thought I'd be in a position to be able to do this every single week when they did release these Hall of Fame boxes. So that's the reason why I do want to say a big thank you, because your support goes so far, and I love that I'm actually able to bring these openings to you guys to show you why you shouldn't open up these boxes, I guess, at this point of the year. But there have actually been some okay Hall of Fame box openings in the past where I've said they're not bad if you had to spend money on the game. The main one that I always look at, I think, is when they release GOAT LeBron, GOAT Shaq, and GOAT Giannis in the same Hall of Fame box. I think that was the best Hall of Fame box opening, because if you saw a GOAT card, it was guaranteed to be a W no matter what. This is a dark matter and it's a gold event card. But yes, I do think this is going to be the final time we do these Hall of Fame box openings, which does sort of make me excited for my bank account to see every week that we don't have to spend 1.35 million VC, but it also makes me sad that these are gone now, as there we do get gold Manute Bol. Surely that's a sign. So now we do need to get into our second box, but it is kind of scary as well that we've got 11 of 27 of the GOAT cards, and I think only one of them is auctionable. So there's so many options right here of players that we could get that end up being unsellable, meaning that they'd just be duplicates. I could not tell you how much I want to pull this Jokic, because I do have him and he is auctionable. So if we pulled him, it would make me about 3 million MT, and yeah, that would just add to our massive total we have already. I even wouldn't mind getting SGA. This Yao Ming would be beautiful because he's going for so much MT, but please don't troll me again, 2K. Please actually give me Wemby. So you know what? It's time once again. 450,000 VC is so expensive, but we're going to do it for our second box. Our second box of this video of 3. So let's spend it and let's see the GOAT animation once again. Our last GOAT pull actually wasn't too bad, so let's make this one even better with this animation right here once again. I love that we actually saw a center out of our last GOAT, and I want to see a center just once more. Literally, when I think about it, a center is really the only position I want. Maybe other than LeBron James, Giannis, or Kevin Durant. So they're the sorts of players I want to see, and that's what we want this to be right here. The GOAT glow again. Please just be one of those good cards. You know what? I don't really have anything else to say. You guys already know who we want to see, and it's time to actually flip it and see who it's going to be. So let's flip the GOAT and let's hope we see that exact animation we saw last time, but for it to be Wemby. We do want to see Western Conference again. It's Eastern. That's fine. Be like Giannis. No, it's looking blue. Who is this? I actually have no idea. Oh, it's Joel Embiid. That's actually it is a center again. It's actually an interesting card to pull because I haven't got him before. He's not too bad, but does he make it to my team? The answer is no. If he could play small forward, he would actually be a monster, but the fact that he's a center power forward, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but he's only 7'1", he's literally too short. But still, it is a new GOAT. I didn't have it before, so I'm actually not mad with getting that. At least we're not seeing duplicates. Like, that's the one thing that drives me insane when opening up these boxes, is seeing duplicate cards as they're all shaking right now. I don't know why it does that. It's done that the entire year when we open up Hall of Fame boxes, where the legend badges and also the Hall of Fame badges, actually I think it was just the legend badges, they always shake in that first lot. There is one badge that I can just never pull, and it's a movable enforcer for some reason. I only have about 2 of it in my collection, but every single other badge I have at least 10 of, so I don't really understand that, and it seems like I can never pull it. I think it's because they only allow you to pull the badges that also have old gen versions of the same badge, because if people are opening up these boxes on old gen, it gives you the same badges, if you know what I'm saying. That was a bit weird. I don't know if I put that into the right wording, but anyway, I understood it, so hopefully you guys understood it. We've got our Hall of Fame badges this time. Last time we did get an invincible player, so hopefully actually we did just get a movable enforcer as a Hall of Fame badge. Maybe I'm tripping with that. But now it's time for our 100 plus duo pack, where look, I'm seriously needing another invincible, and please make it a good invincible. You may notice we always use our manners because we need 2K to hit us with something great out of this 100 plus, and we see just another 100 overall, and Another 100 overall. Okay, that's very much expected. Very much expected, but that's still okay. Because there are some still okay 100 overalls. We did pull Wemby a couple of weeks ago. Actually, it might have been last week. I don't even really remember. That was a good pull. This one is going to be what? Jonathan Isaac? That's my guess. No, it's going to be Paulo Banchero. We were using this card for quite a while and no money spent, so I guess it's okay to get him on this account. Then we move on to another 100 overall, and I guess really we don't really care about 100 overalls. On my no money spent, I do care about getting 100 overalls just for the chance to be able to get Wemby or also Yao Ming. But if I'm being honest, other than that, I don't really care. Is this Alonzo Ball? I'm pretty sure this is Alonzo. No, it's not. It's going to be Luka. That is kind of a cool card to get, but we already have his GOAT, so his 100 doesn't mean much. They are two extremely old 100 overalls, but they are still cool ones to get. Now we have our 99 duo pack, which once again, I can't believe that they haven't upgraded. This one right here is going to be Joe Dumas. What a card. And then there is a dark matter right here that we don't actually have, which is super rare for me. So what dark matter is this going to be? Western Conference, 96 defensive rebound. It actually is kind of a good player usually if we see this sort of animation. Is this Jaren Jackson Jr.? That is exactly who it's going to be. Actually not a bad card right there either. But are we going to be running with dark matters at this point of the year? Absolutely not. Anyway, I'll take these two for sure. Now we move on to the thing, as I said last time, I'm probably second most excited for because we get our 5 GOAT event cards. And adding 5 GOAT event cards to the total is absolutely massive because if you saw my pack opening yesterday, we spent 900,000 VC on opening up 2 normal boxes of the Rhythmic packs, and we only got 2.5 GOAT event cards. So being able to get 7 from each Hall of Fame box is such a W compared to that. And now it means, and it gets us a lot closer to Manute Bol. I think it's still ridiculous how much it actually costs to be able to get Manute Bol. But in good news, we do get this option pack as well for the GOAT equal chance. So let's confirm that and let's finish the second box. Now we do get to add these players to the exchange, and I accidentally ruined it. I ruined it once again. Can we add this? No, we cannot. All right, fair enough. It just means I'm going to have to quick sell this man Polo once again. And we've still got so many badges right here. I literally don't know what to do with them. So that's now our second box done. And now that we've spent 900,000 VC, I still feel like it hasn't been that great. Like, I guess getting Embiid is okay. But yeah, he's actually only 7 foot. I thought he was 7'1", 99 everything, and 40 legend badges. His release is pretty good. But given we've got a 7'7" center, a 7'5" power forward, a 7'4" power forward, and then we're going to get Manute Bol, he obviously doesn't make it to the team. And that goes for this GOAT David Robertson as well. He doesn't make it because he's 7'1". Maybe he's better than Hakeem. But yeah, this Hakeem Olajuwon really isn't going to be in the team for long. As at least now when we come to the exchange, we can actually look at this Manute Bol that we were 2 of 60 off. But after doing that box, we can add all of these GOAT event cards to make it 27% and make us now 16 of 60. That looks a little bit better, but we do still now have 1 more Hall of Fame box to go. And I just hope this one's great. Because yes, I do always say that I want centers from the box. So literally that's what I've been saying the entire time. I want GOAT centers, and they have hit me with that. They have actually given me that, but if I had to say the centers that we've got, they're not the ones I want. So I don't know. Am I disappointed? No, because it's somewhat what I'm expecting. Okay, a slow shake. That's kind of rare. But the thing is, every time I see a slow shake, I'm so sure it's just going to be a 100 overall. Let's hope this one can be just a little bit better out of this random Rhythmic pack. And imagine if it's a GOAT card or something. Let's see it, and bam! Yeah, of course. It's just a 100 overall. Every single time I open up a normal pack. For some reason, when I open up a base pack and I see a slow shake, I actually have a way more hopes that it's going to be something better. Once again, though, it looks like it's going to be from the Wizards. Is it from the Wizards? Yes, it is. It's Juwan Howard, and this seems like the only 100 overall I can pull. When really all I want is Dyson Daniels, we just get this card every time. Oh, I just quick sold him. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Bro, what am I doing? I literally just quick sold him for 3,000 MT, and that was actually an accident. That was a full-on accident. Thankfully, it was just a 100 overall. Imagine if I did that with a GOAT or something like that. Maybe it means when we get the next slow shake, it actually won't be here. But yeah, do we have one more pack after this one, or is this the final one? I think I'm going to do one more after this one, just in case if I've got it wrong. So Rhythmic pack is... We want to see a GOAT event card. We don't. Even out of my massive pack opening yesterday, we didn't pull a single GOAT event card out of the normal Rhythmic packs, which is I think it's the first time that we've done that out of 2 boxes. We get a normal shake here, so a diamond and a dark matter. Is this gold right here going to be a GOAT event card? It's a gold event card, so that's sort of annoying. We do get JJ Redick as a coach Darko, and then let's see what this diamond player is going to be, because maybe this diamond player is who's going to bring the luck, as sometimes The diamonds are actually super rare to see. They're rarer to see than dark matters out of these boxes. And who is this going to be? I have no idea. It's going to be Kendall Gill. And before we get into our last Hall of Fame box, let's actually come to my auction outcomes right here. Because yeah, my Zach LaVine sold for 450,000 MT. Then my Latrell Sprewell sold for 230, which I guess isn't too bad out of that invincible that we were able to get out of the two boxes. We did sell all of my dark matters for just over 10k, but in good news, we are sitting at over 21 million MT. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this MT, but I do have a little hunch of what 2k are going to do next week. Remember, this is all speculation, but I do think we're going to see guaranteed GOAT packs like we see every year towards the end of it. But given that we've also got all of these GOATs cards and all these GOAT event cards that you have to get through the exchange, I actually think they're going to drop a pack next week that guarantees you a GOAT event card that might cost a lot of MT. I hope they do it with MT, and I hope it's not VC, or else there's no other way that you can get any of these GOATs. But imagine if they made it like a guaranteed GOAT event card for like 10,000 MT. I actually think that would be a big W, because if they do that, then of course I want to do a video trying to get every single GOAT card from the exchange and also from packs, and then hopefully we'll be able to add players like George Mirasan, Ben Simmons, also Symbol R, Jonathan Bender. It would be beautiful, but it's all speculation that they're going to do that, and I'm seriously just crossing my fingers that they do, and hopefully our 21 million MT will allow us to do so. Do you guys think they're going to do that? I really don't know. But it's time now for our final Hall of Fame box. It's another reason I don't recommend doing Hall of Fame boxes, because it could just be so much cheaper next week. But once again, it's all speculation. 450,000 VC. Let's do it once again, and let's see the GOAT card for our final time, potentially the final Hall of Fame box we're ever going to open on 2K25. But there it is with the GOAT animation again. It would be crazy if they released another Hall of Fame box next week, so I'm not expecting that at all, because we do have the start of the new season and everything like that. But that's the reason why I'm expecting this is going to be our last one, and I'm expecting this is going to be the last GOAT we see from a Hall of Fame box. So hopefully they can make this absolutely crazy and hit me with a player that I've been asking for so long. You guys know already who we want to see. We want to see a Western Conference center like we saw from our first box, except we want to see it be Wemby or something like that. So let's flip it. That's what I want to do. I want to flip this GOAT once again, and let's actually see a good GOAT from it. Please be okay. It's Easton. That's still okay. 99 perimeter defense. Oh no, is this going to be the exact same player we got last time? No, it's a small forward. Is this Larry Bird? It is going to be Larry Bird. You know what's actually kind of crazy? Out of the 3 boxes, we didn't get a single duplicate, and I'm actually not mad with that at all, as Larry Bird is a pretty good card, and once again, I didn't have him, so I'll for sure take that. So there we go with GOAT Larry Bird. The thing is though, if they release guaranteed GOAT packs next week, I guarantee you the 3 that we got are going to be so common. But still, at least he can play the shooting guard position, and he's not a bad card, so I guess I can't be mad with that. Anyway, let's go into our 15 legend badges once again that we are excited. Well, we're not really excited. We used to be so excited to get. Remember them when these legend badges were like, wait, Paint Patroller, that's not the one I'm going for. I'm going for a movable enforcer. But remember these legend badges when we first opened up Hall of Fame boxes used to be like the best things you could get, because you could really badge out a card and actually try and make a bit of MT. Nowadays, that so many people have legend badges, it's just not a really good thing to, well, it is a good thing to do. You do still make a bit more MT if you sell a fully badged legend badge card, but yet again, it doesn't. Actually, we did get a movable enforcer. Finally, we got the badge that I wanted, so that's good to see. And now we have our Hall of Fame badges. Also, thinking about Hall of Fame boxes, I much preferred, and I think the best box they ever released for the Hall of Fame boxes were the ones that they did on Black Friday when it was actually auctionable. You had that option pack at the end that guaranteed you a pink diamond at that point of year, and I remember that was actually really good because you could make almost 1 million MT and sell the card back. Now we do get our 100 plus duo pack invincible. It is an invincible. Okay, let's go. Then we get our 100 overall. Let's flip the 100 overall, and hopefully the invincible can be good. If it's Yao Ming, I'd actually be so happy. We do already have Victor Wembanyama, so we don't want him. Is this going to be like SGA? Devin Booker. It's going to be Devin Booker, isn't it? This is a card. No, it's going to be Steve Nash. Sure thing. Remember how often we pulled 100 overall Devin Booker out of Hall of Fame boxes? I'm actually somewhat glad this one was Steve Nash. So we will take that. Now we see our invincible. And as I said, I'd be so happy if this was a player like Yao Ming, Mark Eaton, something like that. So, invincible player, not bad to see. Let's flip it and let's see exactly which invincible it's going to be. Some of the invincibles do still go for over 1 million MT, over 2 million MT, and most of them are from the Western Conference, but mid-range shot, I don't think is going to be it. Is this Gary Payton? I'm pretty sure it's Gary Payton. we got Gary Payton. I used to run this card when he first came out and he was a monster, but now he's definitely one of the cheaper invincibles. Anyway, I'll still take getting an invincible out of this. But still, it's kind of nostalgic getting those two cards, except for, okay, we get one Dark Matter that still shakes. I don't know how many Dark Matters I don't have in the game, because it feels like I have pretty much every single one, but I guess we'll have to move on and see exactly which Dark Matter this is going to be. It's Eastern Conference, 98 offensive rebound. Maybe this is actually a good player. I don't know. Is this Dikembe? I'm pretty sure this is Dikembe. That is a really good player. Again, I can't believe he doesn't have a GOAT card or even an invincible or a 100 overall, but his Dark Matter is definitely still a beast. He would go for a lot of MT if they didn't release that exchange, but they did release that exchange and it was so good when they did, because it actually gave us all an option to be able to get him and it made him so much cheaper. So there we go with our extra 5 GOAT event cards. Then we get our extra 2, which is just going to go towards Manute Bowls. So let's add these extra 2 right here, get both of those in our collection, and now we get our final Rhythmic option pack where we get to select one more piece, being this GOAT event card, to be able to get our GOAT equal chance pack. So there we go. Now we can lock in for this pack. Obviously, you guys already know we're opening this in our next video, so stay tuned for that. And then yes, we do have Gary Payton as a dupe, so we're going to have to add him for a legend badge. I've got so many legend badges in my unopened packs, and let's add this one to this. And once again, look at how many badges I have duplicates of. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. I don't even know who to add these to once again. I guess let's go Nate. And now all of those Hall of Fame boxes are sold out. What were my thoughts? They were kind of boring, if I'm being honest. Because yes, we did get GOATs, but they definitely weren't the best cards that we were actually able to get. They were kind of boring GOAT cards that don't make it to the team, but at least they weren't duplicates. So that's the one positive we can take from it. I'd love to see a GOAT event card from this, as we are just going to do maybe 3 MT singles. I think we're going to end on 3 MT singles, so let's make the Rhythmic packs. The Rhythmic singles are actually good. We don't see a slow shake. Do we see a GOAT event card? No, we do not. And now it's time for our final one. Our final Rhythmic single, where we haven't seen anything good. Literally, we have not seen one good thing. But, well, I guess we've seen 2 100 overalls. One that I quick sold. We haven't seen one GOAT event card. And once again, we don't see a GOAT event card. How close are we to upgrading a new one is definitely a question. We actually are upgrading one. So that gives us 1 more. So I guess that means when we continue in the exchange and we go to Manute Bowl, this is how close we're going to be. Let's put all of these in. We're at 40% to be able to get this card, as we're at 24 of 60. Let's put that into perspective real quick. I spent 1.35 million VC on Hall of Fame boxes today, 900,000 VC yesterday, and we're only at 24 of 60. Dude, it is crazy how expensive this card is. But anyway, I'm super excited to stream tomorrow, where yes, we're going to be opening up packs until we get this card. And imagine us adding Manute Bowl to this team. It is going to be insane, especially because we've got over 20 million MT that we could come to the auction house and pick up any card we wanted. If we wanted to get this Kristaps Porzingis, we could get him. If we wanted to get LeBron, even though I sold LeBron, the reason I sold LeBron is because his release was so quick, I literally could not time it. We could get him. We already have Nikola Jokic, who sells for so much MT, as he is the tallest point guard in the game, other than, I guess, Andrew Bogut. I did also sell my Yao Ming, and the reason we sold him is because I knew I was going to get Manute Bowl. I could also just buy Victor Wembanyama to upgrade his invincible, but then again, I have to look at it, and literally 2K26 comes out in under a month. But I guess we have a lot of virtual coins. Anyway, that's pretty much it from me. I'd say we got some pretty good pulls in this video, but nothing really crazy. Us getting D-Rob is definitely going to haunt me a bit, because I for sure thought we were finally pulling Wemby. Anyway, if you guys want me to potentially create you a full GOAT team, you guys already know how to enter, and be sure to tune in to my stream tomorrow, where we're going to be opening up packs until we get this Manute Bowl, and I'm so hyped for that.